The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Senior Show, where we have
two wild and aging guys. All right, Neil, good start, man. Good start.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great. I was up early this morning. I played 9 holes of golf.
Oh, my goodness.
I did all right. I still struggle off the tee, but I was hitting the irons all right, so that was okay. Cool. And I had a couple of nice putts. No. So it was a good morning.
Well, I've been called that before, but we won't go. we won't go there. But that's great. No wonder you missed the morning meeting, huh?
That's right. That's right. That's why I missed the LAFPN board meeting this morning. I had Neil. I was working. Neil, it was work. It was work. It was work related golf.
Golfing excuse. I get it.
Right.
That's always a good thing. So, Tim. Tell us a little bit about your company and what you do.
Yeah, man. So, Tim Kennedy, I am a certified reverse mortgage professional, as you know. And I help homeowners today over the age of 62, age in place, maintain financial independence, and really just educate people that, you know, reverse mortgages are no longer a last resort or last-ditch effort to stay in the home. It's really a multifunctional, tax-efficient retirement income tool. So I'm doing more and more reverse mortgages for individuals that want to enhance their lifestyle in retirement.
That's great.
And also use the reverse mortgage for various tax strategies and tax advantages.
Awesome.
Pretty cool stuff.
Awesome stuff. So,
and what do you do, Neil?
Oh, geez, I do a lot of stuff. I do this show. I do another show.
That's
Main
right.
Street Code for Financial Success, and my working days, I own Main Street Planning Group, which is an insurance wholesaling firm.
And your office is located in Patchogue, right? Right on Main Street?
In Patchogue, right on Main Street.
Do you go to the Patchogue Street Fest on Tuesday, Thursday nights, whatever that is?
Thursday nights.
Thursday nights.
I do occasionally.
Okay.
Sometimes I try and get out of there before it starts.
Before the roads shut down, right? The traffic.
So
Northport has Tuesday nights down in the village of Northport. I think Northport could be the first town that actually started the Tuesday nights, because now Northport does it, Patchogue does it, Bayshore does it, multiple. I think Port Jefferson does it. It's a great night. It's a fun night. They shut the street down. All the vendors come out, the restaurants, and it's great for the neighborhood. Great for the community.
It is, and both Patchogue and I used to have an office in Bayshore years ago. Have made such a revitalization of the downtown.
Oh, Bayshore is gorgeous, yeah.
And one of the things that we know about downtowns is for a while they were all going to it's funny how things have changed, and that's part of our sub-theme.
Change.
Is, when the shopping malls all came to Long Island, the downtowns dried up. People stopped shopping locally. They went to the commercial stores. They went to the malls. They went to the shopping centers. Now the new trend is the downtowns started to get revitalized, mainly with restaurants and stuff like Patchogue and Bayshore.
Even Huntington, too. Huntington has
done fantastic jobs in revitalizing the downtowns. And online shopping came into being, and the malls have died out. And now there's a resurgence. When I look at this, what used to be the Sunvet Mall, it's now a thriving open-air shopping center since COVID. Now the new trend is open-air shopping centers, no longer malls.
That's right.
I remember as a kid,
almost like the Tangier Outlets type of scenario.
In college, I used to work in a mall.
We grew up. I grew up in East Islip, but the Bayshore Mall was it. If you needed something, you went to the Bayshore Mall. And the conversation. My wife, who grew up in Kings Park, their go-to was the Smith Haven Mall.
Right.
And that was
the Smith Haven Mall was just humongous.
Now it's even, and it was big then. It's twice as big now.
Oh, it just keeps expanding.
Yeah.
But and then they have an open air area, which it's very interesting how things evolve. And our housing has evolved.
And you've talked about the online shopping, Neil, between my wife. My daughter, who just recently moved out, I don't know if I told you, my youngest moved out. Between my wife, my daughter, and my mother-in-law, there are packages in front of my house every
day
morning. And my daughter, who moved out, has the stuff delivered to our house.
7 days a week.
Comes to my house, picks it up, and
I thought it was just me. 7 days. And one of the things we did, which is a nice thing, and the drivers really appreciate it, we have a whole setup in front of our house with water and Gatorade.
I never even thought of that. That's a great idea.
And everybody likes delivering at our house. And
we should. I love that idea.
Yeah, it's really a nice thing, and it's really taking off.
They really appreciate it, right?
Yeah, they really do. Especially the 95-degree day, and you're dropping by, and here I got a fresh cold water bottle. They're all so happy, which is nice because you want people to be happy, and I appreciate them, and I got to give my wife credit. I mean, she put it all together, but we appreciate people that It's hard work.
Yeah, that's right. So, Neil, I apologize. I cut you off before, but you were mentioning something about housing or whatever, or change. What were you talking about?
No, I was talking about change, and and the area of life insurance and disability and long-term care and annuities. Our products change. It's like our housing changes. It's like our livelihood changes. It's like
as you go through the different stages of life, like all that changes at different parts of your life. When you're single, you're married, you're newlyweds, your children. Your empty nesters, your retirees, like Neil, for example, in your line of work,
right?
What would your conversation be speaking to a 20-year-old married young couple versus a 60-year-old married couple? Like, what would your conversation be? How would it be the same, and how would it be different?
So, let's take the 20-year-old married, single, whatever. A lot of your focus is setting yourself up for success. So not just you want to set yourself for financial success, you want to do it right. So let's say you're starting a new job. I want to look over the company's benefit package for them. That benefit book that they give you, don't throw it in the closet or throw it out and just put it in a drawer. Review it. With
That's not what you're supposed to do, Neil? That's it?
No, review it. Because there's important benefits in there that are there to help retain you and keep you, but also for you to utilize. So if the company has a 401k plan, a lot of younger people say, well, I don't want them taking any more money out of my check.
Right. Or
put money away.
I'm young enough, I don't have to do it right now, right? That's what I hear sometimes.
So the biggest mistake is younger people don't contribute to it because they think it's going to take too much out of their paycheck. But at the end of the day, if somebody is matching money that you're putting in,
it's free money.
Please take advantage of the match. So I encourage you to get it. So what do I pick? So we go over the investment choices. What I like and what's changed over the last 10 years is many plans have allowed a Roth 401k.
100%. I had a conversation last night with a friend of mine, my old accountant actually, and we probably talked about 45 minutes about this whole Roth thing. It is mind-boggling.
So at the end of the day, most plans never adopted it, or if they have, they don't really talk about it a lot. You still get a match, but you don't get it. It doesn't come down from. I'll tell you the difference between if I invest in a 401k, and let's say I make $50,000, and I invest my own money of $5,000 for a year, or couple $100 a paycheck, whatever that comes out to, $200 a paycheck. If you're paid every other week, comes out to almost $5,000. Okay, 4,800. I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
Math. Okay, so let's say it's $200 a week, or $200 a paycheck, and what'll happen is that $5,000 is deducted from my $50,000, so it's really $45,000 invested for tax purposes.
Right.
I'm only taxed on $45,000. Yet, not only am I putting $5,000 saving, I get a match. I've put away $10,000 and only decreased my paycheck by a couple $100.
Yeah. That's
Huge.
the part people don't understand. It's not that big of a hit.
Right. Now, if I was to do a Roth 401k, and you have to ask your employer and go through the benefit book if it's available. If it's not, ask them and say, hey, can you revise a plan for it? It's something you want to consider. That money is matched, but I don't get that deduction from $50,000 to $45,000
because now it's getting taxed as it comes out.
Correct. The match isn't getting taxed. It still grows tax deferred, but at the end of the day, that money, when I elect to take it, I have to wait till retirement age, comes out tax free.
Right.
And that's humongous,
It's humongous.
For a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
So these are some basic benefits. And don't ignore disability. And if your company doesn't offer disability insurance, it's the one thing that a lot of people overlook, and it's the most important.
Hey, Neil, we're going to go to break, but this is an important topic. Can we continue this after the break?
Absolutely.
We're going to lead with you if you don't mind.
Neil Himmelstein, best way to reach me, 631-647-4694. Guys, you can always check us out on YouTube or Spotify or Apple. And
there you go. Hey, and Tim Kennedy here, your certified reverse mortgage professional. You can reach me at 516-729-6040, or you can reach me at timtalksreverse.com.
welcome back to the Senior Show, where we have two wild and aging guys. Yeah, you got it good down, Tim. All good stuff.
Come on, I practice every night. My wife and I practice every night.
That's awesome.
So Neil, before the break, you were on a roll, and it was you made some great points regarding the IRA, the Roth, when to do it, when not to do it, or the percentages of when, what, and how. You mind jumping back on that bandwagon and continuing that thought?
So basically, we were talking about how would we plan for 20-year-olds, and I think it's important because a lot of the seniors that listen to the show have 20-year-olds and have no idea, and you want to put them on the right path. And believe it or not, I have a lot of parents lately been coming in with their kids, not just for their planning, but for the children's planning,
Sure.
which is a smart idea.
Yeah.
If they listen to you, which is sometimes they do,
Sometimes they don't.
Okay.
More so they don't. I think.
But it's okay. Listen, experience teaches us a lot, and there's a lot of things they know that we don't.
A lot of things they teach us, 100%.
Exactly. And unfortunately, people need to have open minds that they can learn from each other. And one of my favorite sayings, I got it in a fortune cookie, says, learn something from somebody each day and have an open mind. I think that's big.
So my daughter, when she moved into Manhattan, she went to undergrad school at Pace in downtown Manhattan. And as I walked into her apartment, she had this wall, a huge mural. Life begins when you step outside your comfort zone.
I like that.
And she really, lives by that motto. As a matter of fact, she taught me a lesson. She took me to Nicaragua with her one time for a humanitarian trip.
Oh, awesome.
And it was good father-daughter bonding. And, there's nothing that bonds two people more together than starvation, dehydration, and sunstroke. But we had a great time.
That's good.
But getting back to the 20 and 30-year-olds.
So one of the most overlooked benefits that an employer may provide is long-term disability insurance. And they don't even provide the bet. It's okay, but the long-term disability, you want to make sure that not only that you get from your employer, you want to buy yourself. Right. Because people don't realize it, but most of the foreclosures that happen in this country are due to disability, because all of a sudden that paycheck stops.
Well, they're making X amount of dollars. Now that paycheck stops, and now what happens?
And people think, well, I'll never be disabled. I don't have anything wrong. Well, you can get in a car accident.
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter got in a car accident. She got rear-ended, and her neck was out, and she was out for 6 months. Yeah. And,
well, especially in today's environment where a bulk of the people are living month to month, do not have that nest egg. So if you get into an accident or you get hurt or you're out of work for 1, 2, 3 months, it doesn't sound like a long time, but now you're 90 days behind schedule, right?
No.
And things build up quickly.
Now we get to the area of life insurance. Now, many employers have maybe group term. I'd say take as much as you want. The problem with the group term, and it's not bad. I mean, it's insurance, but it stays with the employer. It doesn't go with you. So you want to get your own as well. But if they're going to offer it, take it.
Take it.
It's inexpensive. However, it is age bracketed, and it is not the cheapest term you can buy. Even though it comes out of your paycheck, it may seem like pennies, and it probably is because you're young and you can buy a lot of insurance for a very little bit of money. But it is something you want to look at. Yeah. And in your overall picture, you look at their benefits and you complement them with other benefits that you need to make you whole. But you want to start that planning young.
Yep.
Because that's when you're healthiest. That's when you have the whole world as your oyster. But that's when you want to protect it and insulate it, not wait until after something happens.
So I talked to, when I'm speaking with the seniors about the reverse mortgage and that line of credit, right, and that guaranteed growth rate factor, they all say, yeah, but Tim, there's interest rate and there's closing costs. And what if I never use the money? I said, yeah, well, it's a safety net. It's a buffer asset for you to use. I said, how many years have you been paying car insurance? How many years have you been paying homeowners insurance? The idea is you have those two insurances for if and when something happens, but hopefully you never have to use it. Same thing with life insurance.
Right.
It's all these things that you're paying for, but you really hope you never have to use it.
So one of the things I recommend as well is people, some of the so-called experts on TV, I'm sure the 20-year-olds aren't watching Susie Orman. They probably shouldn't. They probably
shouldn't. Or even
they should block it from their TVs.
My nemesis is Ramsey. He's a nightmare too.
So these so-called buy term, invest the difference. Well, the problem is you should be buying permanent insurance young and early because it's inexpensive. It builds up cash value. And later on in life, it becomes such a great living asset because the cash build, it grows tax deferred, you'll be tax free. In addition to everything you're doing, make it part of your budget to put that money away. Actually, I had a conversation with, is it Garbarino? He's one of our congressmen.
Sure, yep.
So because I'm heavily involved with NAFA, which is my organization that protects the industry, we used to go to the Capitol. We still do go to the Capitol every year. And we had a great conversation. He says, my father told me to buy whole life insurance. And I'm so glad he did. I bought it when I was a kid. And I just put $25. But during my campaign, I was able to borrow $25,000 off of it to run my campaign. What a great thing. And never taxes, never a statement, never. What a great extra thing to have.
Who knew?
So don't tell me about. I love that stuff. I'm like.
But who knew when he was a kid that he was going to run for a political office, right? Like that,
He says
for whatever they could use that money for.
It just made such a difference that I have this other asset.
Yeah.
And people, they poo-poo it, and Susie, buy term, invest the difference. You got this whole company, Prime America, buy term.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is...
What part of tax-free and buffer asset or liquid asset don't you understand? It's all about, again, I say it every week, Neil, it's all about liquidity and control.
So now, let's talk about you're in your 30s. Maybe you just got married, you're having a kid, maybe you got 2 kids, maybe you're 4. Well, now you're in your 40s and you have a kid, But now you've got other considerations. Now you don't have to worry about your income keeping you afloat, and your significant other maybe, and now a little one. So you have added costs, diapers, formula, boo, blah. But then again, you've added protection that you need because, let's face it, you may want that child to go to college one day. You want that child to do better than you did. So you have to put money away. And you have to protect it. So cash value life insurance is another great thing. And disability insurance, again, protecting that paycheck, go hand in hand into that next stage of life. So there's the same thing, but guess what? You may not be as young and healthy in your 30s and 40s as you were in your 20s.
I remember I was 30-something years old. My wife was pregnant with my son, Peter, probably like 1997. And I was still playing on Sunday mornings flag football at 30-something years old, self-employed, a baby at home, a baby on the way. And one particular game was a very, very, very rough physical game. And I'm walking off the field. I'm like, what in God's name am I doing here? Like, is there something wrong with you? And that was the last flag football game
That's really
I ever played.
Flag football.
Because I'm thinking to myself, Tim, like, you got a business to run, you got a wife, a house, kids. Like, you can't be doing this anymore. God forbid I get hurt organically, like from something like natural, right? Not in a flag football game. It was crazy.
Well, we're almost out of time, and we only got up to 30s.
I know. Well, I guess that's why we come back each week, Neil.
Sounds good. Next week we got to get into the 40s, right?
40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Then maybe you'll let me talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, Neil, why don't you tell the people, how can they reach you?
Best way to reach me, 631-647-4694. And Tim?
Tim Kennedy, your certified reverse mortgage professional. If something I said today that piqued your interest, give me a call, 516-729-6040. And you can reach me at www.timtalksreverse.com.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Yep. Two wild and aging guys.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.